Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. Your mom just told me that your father has passed away. How are you holding up?
Oh, hey, Jen. Yeah, I'm doing about as good as can be expected. It was so unexpected. I mean, none of us saw this coming. I just can't believe he's gone. Didn't have the best relationship with him, but still, he was my dad.
I know. I can't imagine what you're going through. Is there anything I can do to help you? Is there anything you need?
No, I don't think so. I just need some time to process all this.
Of course, sweetie. I'll deal with everything. You don't need to worry about anything. I'll make your favorite dinner tonight and we can just relax and think about nothing tonight. Okay? I'll also get your favorite dessert and some beer too. You can just sit back and do nothing.
Oh, that's sweet and all, but when I said that I wanted some time to process, I kind of meant on my own.
On your own?
Yeah, like, I'm gonna spend some time at my mom's place. I just think that I should be with her during this time. She's not gonna know what to do without him, so I really need to be there for her right now. You understand, don't you?
Oh, yeah, of course. Your mom must be completely distraught. I completely understand. I can pack you a bag if you'd like, just to make sure you've got everything you need.
No, it's fine. I'll pack it when I get back home. There's some things that I want to make sure are in there, and it's just easier if I do it myself.
Oh, okay. Is there anything at all I can do for you?
No, just give me the space I need.
Okay then. Well, I guess I'll see you later when you come home to pack, and then, well, whenever you feel ready to come home again.
Yeah, I'm not sure when that'll be, but thanks for waiting and stuff.
Yeah, of course. I'm always here for you. I love you.
Yeah, me too. Anyway, I'm gonna go now. I'll see you later.
Okay, I'll see you later. Hey babe, how are you doing? How's your mom as well? Are you both holding up okay? Anthony?
Huh? Oh, Jenny, yeah, we're doing okay, I guess. I'm still not certain that I should leave my mom yet, though. I think I might have to stay with her for a few more days, maybe up to a week. I don't really know. All I do know is that my mom isn't ready to be on her own yet.
Oh, that's okay. I know you just want to be there for your mom and do the best that you can do to make sure that she's okay. I can always come over though. I can bring some food, as I doubt your mom will want to cook anything at the minute. I could also bring you some extra clothes or anything else that you might need.
No, it's fine. You don't need to come over.
I honestly don't mind, Anthony. Let me help out. At least a little bit.
Look, I told you that I don't want you coming over, so stop trying to force your way into this. My father's death has nothing to do with you. In fact, I don't want you coming to his funeral either. You just need to back off and leave me alone. Got it?
What? Why are you being so mean and short with me?
Because, frankly, you're annoying me.
I'm just trying to help.
Yeah, well, I told you that I wanted to be alone, and you're here trying to shove your way into my life and into my mom's life too. I don't want you coming over here, and if I did, I would have asked you. You shouldn't just be inviting yourself somewhere you're not wanted.
Well, as your wife, I feel as if it's my duty to try and help you through this difficult time. You and your mom. I don't get why you're getting so upset. All I'm trying to do is make sure that you're both okay and that you're both getting everything you want and need.
Well, the thing I want from you right now is for you to go away. That's it.
Well, fine then. If that's what you want.
It is, and like I said, I don't want you coming to his funeral either. I only want family there.
But I am your family.
Precisely, you're my family, not my mom and dad's. You have nothing to do with them, so you can just go to work or whatever the day of the funeral.
Seriously? After 5 years of marriage, you still don't count me as a part of your family? That's really messed up.
Oh, don't make this about you. My dad is the one who died. You really shouldn't be trying to make everything about you at this point in time.
I'm not making this about me. I am sorry that your dad has died. However, the way you are acting is completely uncalled for. I understand that people mourn in their own ways and that mourning doesn't necessarily follow a strict pattern, but I am not going to sit back and let you be so horrible to me. That's not happening.
Well, there's nothing you can do about it, so you're just gonna have to deal with it.
No, I'm not.
What are you gonna do about it, huh? That's right, nothing. You're my wife, so you have to just do what I tell you to. So if I tell you not to annoy me anymore, then you're gonna have to do that. And you just have to accept it when I act however I want to.
No, I actually don't. I'm not going to let you treat me like that. I'm your wife, not your dog. And if you're going to try and treat me like rubbish, then you can just stay at your mom's place until you're ready to apologize.
That's fine by me. It just means that I'll finally get that peace and quiet that I've been wanting.
God, what is up with you? You are acting like a complete asshole.
What a nice thing to say to someone who's just lost his father.
Yeah, well, it's true. And if your dad could see how you're treating me right now, he'd be ashamed of you. And you know it.
Whatever, just leave me alone, would you?
Sure, fine. Whatever. See you whenever.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Hope, how are you doing? I'm so sorry about your loss.
Oh, Jenny, thank you. I'm doing, well, in all honesty, I'm doing terribly. I constantly miss him, and I don't know what I'm doing half of the time. I feel like there's a piece of me missing, you know? I'm just grateful that Anthony has you to help him get through all this. You have been such a rock to him. He seems as if he's processing everything quite well whenever he pops around.
Huh? What do you mean when he pops around? Isn't he staying with you at the minute?
Staying with me? No, he's not been here. In fact, he hasn't been over too often, despite what has happened. I thought he would be over more, considering his father has just passed away. But I thought that perhaps he was finding comfort in you, which I was quite happy with as well. You are his wife, and a wonderful one at that.
Oh, well, thank you, Hope. The fact that you have such faith in me as a wife really means a lot to me.
I mean it. I know that you do your best to make sure that Anthony is well looked after and loved. I don't think you could have found a better woman to be with. You truly are a wonderful daughter-in-law, and if I had ever been blessed to have a daughter, I hope she would have been just like you.
Thank you, Hope. I hope you know that I couldn't have asked for a better mother-in-law either. You are extremely kind, and I'm so sorry this terrible thing has happened to you. Philip was such a lovely man as well. You were lucky to have him.
Yeah, I guess I was. Thank you, Jenny.
Well, if you don't mind, I can pop around later and bring you some food if you'd like. We can then just chat and spend some time reminiscing if that would help at all.
Yes, I think I would like that very much. I haven't really had a chance to just talk about Phil, as everyone seems to think that simply mentioning his name will leave me in tears. I mean, don't get me wrong, it will, but I would still like to talk about all of the good memories that we've had with someone who knew him as well. I think it would help.
Well then, I'll make my way over. I should be able to get to yours at about 7? Is that okay?
Yes, that sounds lovely. Will Anthony be coming with you?
Oh, he's not really feeling up to reminiscing just yet. He's still quite broken up about it all.
That's okay. I understand. I'll be happy to just have a girls' evening then.
Okay, I'll see you soon then.
I'll see you soon. And Jenny, thank you again. You truly are a treasure.
So he's not actually been staying with his mom? Where has he been running off to then? Because if he's not staying with you, and he's not staying with his mom, he's got to be going somewhere.
Yeah, I know. But I have no clue where he's going. You don't think he's with another woman, do you?
Well,
You do?
it's not something that I want to believe, but it does seem like the most likely scenario, doesn't it? I mean, he's lying to you about where he's going. He's been really weird with you, attitude-wise, being short and rude and just horrible in general. I honestly can't think of a reason why, except for the idea that he's seeing someone else and he's trying to keep it from you.
But why would he do that? I've been a good wife, so I don't know why he would cheat on me.
I have no clue either. I mean, if I were a guy, I would never let you go. But men are stupid sometimes. Who knows what goes through their head?
Yeah, I guess.
Look, try not to think about it too much. You've got the funeral tomorrow and you need to be there for Hope and to grieve yourself. After that, you can start trying to uncover Anthony's weird behavior.
Yeah, you're right. First and foremost, I need to be there for Hope. And even if Anthony doesn't want to go with me to the funeral, I know Hope would like me to be there, and so I'm going to go.
I think it would be best if you did go, for Hope's sake. Let me know how everything goes tomorrow, and if you need to come over tomorrow evening for a few drinks and to just mourn, then you know my door is always open.
Thank you, Paige. I honestly couldn't ask for a better friend.
Well, it's what I'm here for. Love you, girl.
Love you too. Oh my god, Paige. You will not believe what just happened.
Jenny, is the funeral over already?
No, not entirely. I mean, the church part of the funeral is over. The wake is about to begin, but I'm not going.
Huh? Why not?
Because I finally discovered the reason why Anthony didn't want me at the funeral.
Why?
He decided to take another woman to the funeral instead of me.
Hang on. Another woman?
Yep. I guess you were right about the whole cheating idea. I just can't believe he had the gall to take her to his father's funeral. How could he disrespect me like that?
Because he's a horrible person. That's how. Have you talked to him about it yet?
No. I didn't want to make a scene at the funeral. I couldn't do that to Hope. That's why I left instead.
That's fair. But I talked to him ASAP. You deserve to know the truth.
You're right. I'll message him in a little bit and find out what's happening.
Keep me updated. And if you need me to come and kick his ass, I will do so happily.
Thanks, Paige. I'll let you know if I need you to do that. Anthony, we need to talk.
Yeah, we do. I thought I told you not to come to the funeral. I didn't want you there.
Is that because you wanted to take your little girlfriend instead? Yeah, I noticed the blonde on your arm today. In fact, in the dress she was wearing, if you could even call it that, as it hardly covered her top half. I think everyone saw your girlfriend today.
Oh, you're so funny. I know you're just jealous that you look nothing like Angela, that she's so much prettier than you. She's better than you in every way, and you can't stand that, can you?
If you think that I am jealous of your little bimbo, then you're wrong. I mean, I think I've got more brain cells in my pinky finger than she does in her entire head. That's nothing to be jealous of.
Well, whatever. You didn't have to get my mom involved.
What? What are you on about? I never said anything to your mom. I didn't want to upset her more than she already was today.
Well, she had a few choice things to say to me after you left the wake.
Ever think that perhaps she didn't appreciate you bringing your girlfriend, who she probably had no idea who she was, to your dad's funeral? It was a time to be respectful, and you were anything but respectful. You brought drama to the service that didn't need to be there.
Uh-huh, sure. I bet you just can't stand the fact that I found someone less shrill and demanding than you. You can't stand the fact that I'm happy.
You know what? If she makes you happy, then good for you. But I am done with you and your horrible and disrespectful attitude towards me. I have been a good wife, and this is how you repay me? By embarrassing me in front of your whole family?
I told you not to go to the funeral. You only have yourself to blame for what's happened today.
Actually, I have you to blame for today. You are the one who was selfish and cowardly. If you wanted to end things with me, then you should have said so. Instead, you simply hoped you could get away with cheating on me.
Well,
And the fact that you thought that your mom would be okay with what you did is completely idiotic as well. I don't know if you noticed, but me and Hope get along quite well, and if her reaction is anything to go by, she isn't pleased at all with you.
Well, it doesn't matter. My mom will come around to me eventually.
She's already kicked you out of her house, just like I have, hasn't she?
Huh?
Yeah, all of your stuff is on the sidewalk, and you're not welcome back in my house again.
But...
Anyway, I'm going to go now. I'll be sending you the divorce papers soon. See ya.
Jenny!
After discovering Anthony's infidelity, I wasted no time in sending for divorce papers. I thankfully owned the house, so I was able to throw him out with no repercussions. With nowhere to go, as his mom refused to let him stay at hers, Anthony was forced to move in with his new girlfriend. Sadly for him, she lived in a horrible little rundown apartment. She also decided that she didn't want to work now that she had a boyfriend, so Anthony was forced to make all of the money for the two of them. As for me and Hope, we actually kept in contact, as we both considered each other as family. Even though things didn't work out between me and Anthony, I was incredibly grateful to still have Hope in my life. Hey Mom, I just wanted to let you know that something bad has happened today at work. I thought I should be the one to tell you.
What's happened?
Well, there was this really horrible customer, and I mean really horrible. He wouldn't leave me alone as I tried to do my work. He followed me around the store, making rude and obscene comments, and generally just making me feel very uncomfortable. I went to my manager and let him know what was going on, but he said that if all he was doing was talking to me, then there was nothing he could do, and that I would have to suck it up and ignore him. I tried to do that, honestly, but with the stress of my final exams at school and the fact that I should just generally not have to put up with things like that, I snapped. I started yelling at the customer full blast for like a solid 5 minutes. I called him a bunch of names and basically told him never to come back to the store again so long as he remained a horrible, vile little man.
Really, Michonne? You couldn't just ignore him like a normal person?
I'd like to see you try and ignore a person who is being extremely vile to you.
I have, multiple times. It's kind of part of the whole being a grown-up thing. You just need to ignore the idiots of the world and get on with your life.
Well, that's not how the world should work. If someone is harassing you, then they should be called out on their behavior, and something should be done about it to stop them from doing it again. Otherwise, they'll keep doing it and they'll keep harassing people until something even worse happens. I wasn't about to let that happen on my watch.
Uh-huh. And how has that worked out for you?
Well, that's the thing. Even though I made a formal complaint with the higher-ups in the company and the police, my manager has said that my behavior was still unacceptable for shouting at the man, and he's kind of fired me.
Seriously? Honestly, Michonne, can't you do anything right? We needed the money from your job to pay the rent and bills and stuff. Now what are we supposed to do?
Well, not to sound petulant, but you are the mom here. My job shouldn't be all or end all of us living in our house. It was only meant as a way for me to save up a little bit of money for college.
Well, unless you have a huge stash of money hidden somewhere, you won't be going to college. Not when you have to pay for your own house too.
Huh? What are you on about? What do you mean I'm going to have to pay for my own house?
Well, I've been thinking it over for quite a while now. But now that you've been fired, I don't see any particular reason for you to remain living with me. I mean, now that you're not bringing in money, I really have no use for you. Unless you get another job and start paying me for rent and bills and stuff, of course.
Hang on. I'm really confused.
Geez, and you think that a college is going to want you considering just how stupid you are? Don't make me laugh. I'll say this once in a way that even you'll be able to understand. I'm kicking you out of my house.
What? Seriously? Why? You can't just kick me out. I'm your daughter. I'm still trying to graduate high school and get into a top-rated college. If you kick me out, I won't be able to do that. Plus, I have nowhere to go. I will literally be out on the streets. How can you call yourself a mom when you're doing this to your own daughter?
Look, to be totally honest with you, I never really wanted kids to begin with. I only kept you around because it was the right thing to do. If I could do it all over again, I'd probably give you up to be adopted or something.
What?
Yeah, you were a complete accident. Your dad didn't want you either. Why do you think he didn't stick around when he found out that I was pregnant? It was a shame, too. I really liked him, and then you came along and ruined it.
I just can't believe what I'm hearing right now. How can you be so cold and callous? You've raised me for the last 17 years. Does that honestly mean nothing to you?
I mean, not really. I've missed out on so much these last 17 years because of you. I think it's time for me to take back my life and start living again. I honestly can't wait. But I can't do that whilst you're still hanging around. So you're going to have to find somewhere else to live.
I don't know what to do or what to say. I've got nowhere to go.
Well, like I said, that's not my problem. You'll have to figure something out quick though, because I want you gone by the end of the week.
The end of the week? That's in 3 days. How am I supposed to find anywhere to go in such a short amount of time? It's not like I can go to grandma or granddad's either. They live hours away and I need to be close so that I can go to school and do my exams. Can't you wait until the end of school, at least? There's not long left now, and these exams are really important to me.
Yeah, well, my new boyfriend is really important to me, but he doesn't like kids and doesn't want to live in a house with one. So no, I'm not going to wait until your school is finished. I want to move in with my new fella, and you're not going to stop me from doing that, like you've stopped me from doing so many other things. So, if I were you, I'd start packing, and I'd do it quite quickly.
I can't believe that you're the mom I got stuck with.
Yeah, well, I can't believe you're the daughter I got stuck with. Anyway, Vincent is calling, so I'm going to go. Make sure you're out soon. Anything you don't take with you by Friday, I'm going to pack up and throw out. I don't want any of your junk littering my house any longer. Got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Good, anyway, see ya.
Hey, Mia, are you free to talk?
Hey, Mish. Yeah, I've just finished cheerleading practice, so I'm free. What's up?
I don't really know where to start, but, today hasn't been the best of days.
Oh no, what's happened? Bad day at work?
That's only the half of it.
Okay, well, why don't you start from the beginning?
Right, well, I've been fired from my job at the store today because I ended up yelling at a horrible customer who had been following me around and saying all manners of vile things to me. I tried reporting it to my manager, but he didn't care. But because I blew up on that man, I've been fired. When I told my mom this, she decided that she no longer had any use for me as I wasn't bringing in any money that she could take off of me. So she's decided to kick me out of the house so that she can move in with her new boyfriend.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that does sound like an awful day. Are you okay? I mean, obviously not emotionally because that's a lot to happen in one day. But overall, are you okay? Are you somewhere safe?
Yeah, at the minute I'm at home. My mom, or should I say Nikki, as no actual mother would do something like this, has given me until the end of the week to pack up all my things and move out.
But where are you going to go?
No clue. If I contact social services, they'll just put me in the foster system as I'm not 18 yet, even though I'm only a couple of months away. I could end up on the other side of the country for all I know, and I can't do that because I need to do my exams to get into a good college. I have even more reason to get into one now, just to show my mom that I'm so much better than her and can make a life even without her help.
Well, I can discuss it with my parents and ask them if you can move in with us for a little while. I'm sure they wouldn't mind. They love you like a second daughter. And we could share a room. You know, I've always wanted a sister, and I've always considered you to be like one.
You'd really do that for me, Mia? Are you sure? I mean, I'll get another job and I'll pay rent and stuff. You can tell your parents that. I won't be a burden. Just until high school is finished. Then I can go to college and get a place of my own and get out of their hair.
Don't worry about any of that. You know my parents don't care about any of that. They'll just be happy to help. Give me, 10 minutes and I'll get back to you.
Thank you so much, Mia. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Hey, you'd do the same for me if the roles were reversed.
And if I had an actual nice mom who cared about me.
Well, yeah, and that. Anyway, I'll be back in a few minutes.
Okay.
Mish, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm guessing it's not good news then?
Huh?
Well, you've been gone longer than you originally planned, so you've had to try hard to convince them? I don't want to be a burden, so if they don't want me there, it's okay, and I completely understand. I can find somewhere else to live.
Don't be silly. The only reason it took a little bit longer is because I had to calm my dad down from going over to yours and yelling at your mom. He's decided he really doesn't like her, by the way.
Well, that makes two of us.
Anyway, they've said that you're more than welcome to come and stay with us. You don't need to worry about moving out quickly or anything. They want you to know that they're not going to push you out the minute we finish high school. They want to give you time to sort yourself out and figure out what you want to do and all that.
That's so kind of them. I really don't know how to thank them.
Well, you're part of the family. Basically have been since the minute we became best friends. And family looks out for one another.
Thank you so much. You're seriously the sister I never had, you know?
I know, I'm awesome.
Definitely. The awesomest.
Alright, well, if you want to come over today, then you're welcome to. We'll get a bed ready and made up for you. Also, food.
Thank you. I might just come around so I don't have to deal with Nikki anymore.
I mean, I would.
Okay, I'll see you soon then.
See you soon. Ah, can you believe it, Mish? Our idea has literally become an overnight sensation. All that work we put into it is finally paying off. I can literally see the billions we'll make. We've already made millions just overnight with this company. It's only going to get better from here.
Haha, Well, that's all thanks to your ability to be so bubbly and charming and get people to actually invest and become interested in our idea. LOL.
Ha! Please. You're the brains behind all of this. I'm just the pretty face. LOL.
I'd say we make a pretty good team, don't you think?
Oh, definitely. I can't think of anyone I'd rather work with than my sister.
Same here. Ha, that's funny.
What's up?
Nikki's just messaged me.
Wait, Nikki, as in your biological mom? That Nikki?
Yep,
What does she want?
I'm not sure. Should I text her back?
It's completely up to you. You could always show her exactly what she's missed out on. A beautiful, smart, and independent woman who knows how to take care of herself.
Yeah, you know what? I think I'll do that.
Let me know how it goes.
Will do.
Hey, Michi, it's your mom here. How are you?
Hello, Nikki. I would appreciate it if you didn't call me Mitchie. We don't have that kind of relationship. Michonne will be just fine.
Jeez, no need to be all stiff and proper. It's only me, your mom.
Even more reason to be cautious. Why have you messaged me? You haven't bothered trying to contact me in the last 6 years since you kicked me out. Why now?
Oh, well, I just wanted to see how you were. Isn't a mom allowed to do that?
Not considering you've not cared how I am since you kicked me out. Although, I can probably guess what you want. And you're not getting it.
What? I don't know what you're on about.
So you haven't called me just to ask for money then?
You've got plenty of it now, don't you? I've seen you all over the news. They're saying that you and that friend of yours have become overnight sensations and millionaires. So I think you can spare a little bit of money for the woman who raised you, don't you think?
And why do you need the money? Surely your boyfriend has plenty for the both of you? Also, I'm pretty sure you told me that you didn't want anything to do with me, as you never wanted children and you wanted to get your life back to how it was before me. So surely you don't actually want anything from me, right?
Well, I'm not with Vincent anymore. I'm actually on my own. So I need a little bit of help. I might have fallen into a little bit of debt due to some gambling issues. I'm completely innocent in all of this. But the people who I borrowed money off of for the casinos think it's my fault that I lost it, even though it's all the casino's fault, because they cheated me out of it.
Uh-huh.
And if you don't help me and give me some money, like 20 grand, then the loan sharks I use are going to take my house. I'll be out on the street with nowhere to go.
Well, that doesn't sound good. I mean, to be homeless so suddenly is a shock, right?
You have no idea.
Uh-huh. Apart from I do, because you did exactly the same thing to me. Exactly. But because I'm not a vindictive, horrible, and selfish person like you, I'll help you out. However, this is only a one-time thing, and after this, you are never to contact me ever again. Am I understood?
Yeah, I understand.
Good. I'll give you the 20 grand you owe the loan sharks. That should mean that you get to keep the house, right?
Just 20? What about all my other expenses? I mean, I've still got bills to pay and stuff. I need money for food and the internet and everything like that.
Well, that's why you have a job.
But,
What?
well, I just thought that being your mother and all, you'd want to help me out a bit more. You know, take care of me and make sure that I don't have to work or worry about money ever again. You've got more than enough money to do that, and even then you could spoil me a little bit. You know, for raising you and all.
Ha! Are you kidding me? I'm not going to do anything like that. You might have raised me until I was 17, but you never actually loved me or cared for me. I had the bare minimum because you couldn't be bothered to spend any money you earned on anything I wanted. I had to go and get a job as soon as I was able to just to have a little bit of money to spend on myself. And even then you took, like, half of it, claiming that it was for rent and stupid things like that. I know you just gambled it away though, or bought yourself whatever you wanted with it. Let's face it, you didn't raise me, I raised myself. You just kept me alive because you had to.
Well, that's not true.
It is true and you know it. So, you can either take the 20,000 and leave me alone forever, or you can walk away with nothing and leave me alone forever.
As if I'd just give up if you gave me nothing. I'd message you every day and come stand outside your house. I'd even go to the media and make you look bad just to get back at you.
That would be quite difficult to do considering I'd hire lawyers to keep you away from me and mitigate any damage you try to do. I'd sue you for defamation.
Huh? You can't do that.
Actually, yes, I can. I have both the means and the wealth to do something like that. And I'll do it in a heartbeat if you try to bother me. So, what's it going to be?
I'll take the 20 grand.
Yeah, I thought you'd say that. Consider it compensation for doing the bare minimum to get me to adulthood. It'll be in your account within a couple of hours. So, you can leave me alone now and never bother me again. Have a good life. I know I will now that I don't have to worry about you anymore.
What if I need more money?
That sounds like a you problem. You'll just have to figure that out yourself.
Fine then. I can't believe I raised such a selfish child.
Really? I'm surprised I turned out as good as I did, considering I had a narcissistic, selfish witch for a mother. Although I can probably thank Mia and her parents for all of my good qualities. They're the ones who really taught me what a family is supposed to be like, and how people are actually supposed to act towards one another. Anyway, goodbye for good. I'm making sure you can never bother me again from now on.
You're so selfish. Honestly, just you wait. I'll take what you owe me. I'll end up with all of your money. I will.
Uh-huh. You keep believing that if it makes you feel better. Anyway, see ya. Like I said I would, I gave Nikki the 20 grand that she owed the loan sharks and not a penny more. It was up to her whether she used the money to pay her debts or not. However, from what I heard, she tried to shortchange the people she owed and not give them the full amount, believing that she could keep at least half for herself. It didn't turn out so great for her though, because the loan sharks found out and doubled the amount she owed them. From what I heard, she now works full-time at 2 minimum wage jobs just so she can pay the loaners what she owes them. Oh, and she did lose the house, as they took that as compensation for her betrayal. As for me, mine and Mia's business has really taken off. We've made billions of dollars from our company, and we couldn't be happier. We make sure to take care of Mia's parents who, to my complete surprise, asked if they could formally adopt me as their own daughter. I was so moved by this gesture, I of course said yes. They truly are the best family I could ever have hoped for. It just goes to show that for every horrible person in the world, there are those who want to share their love and kindness to help whoever they can. I'm just lucky that I was found by some of the best people out there.